Hello and welcome to Butts to Nuts, a movie review podcast hosted by me, Ben Charlesworth, and my brother Scott Charlesworth.
Hey, how we doing?
Scott, how you bloody feeling?
Oh, dude, I just can't get over this new Polish Club cover of Apples and Bananas.
I haven't heard it.
It's the Re-Wiggle. It's off the new Re-Wiggled album. It's actually not a bad cover.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you like these Polish people?
Yes, the Polish Club. They are a band of two Australian boys, and they're making some sweet tunes. And It's a very nice cover, I have to say. It is very catchy, and there are heavy riffs.
All right,
I love it. How was your day, bro?
My day was pretty good.
Yeah?
I did some flood cleanup. That was quite nice.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yes.
I got onto like a buggy. A tractor, and my general manager was like, "Hey, do you know how to drive a manual?" And I said, "Yes, I do."
Even though you drive automatic at the moment.
Yeah, and I don't drive manual. And I said, "Yes, I do know how to drive this manual." And then they just saw me driving off, and like I kept putting the clutch in and out, trying to change gears. I just kept stopping and starting. And I turned around, they were all laughing, but I managed to just escape. And then as I came back, they were like, "Did you change many gears?" And I was like, "Nah, I kind of just kept it in a gear and just went really slow."
Yeah.
And they laughed, and I felt really shitty. So they kept me on the automatic Kubota driving around.
You were caboted.
We just spent 5 minutes. We were about to start the podcast, and instead we started playing the Black Ops 2 theme song.
Yeah.
And I was pretending to walk like a Peaky Blinder, and I don't know what Scott was trying to have sex with a ghost or something.
Yeah, it was really interesting, and you had to be there. It was just one of those things, you had to be there.
You had to be there.
Yeah.
If you weren't there, you missed out.
What are you doing?
You missed out.
Be there or be square, I tell you.
We watched Sherry today.
Sherry, baby.
Sherry.
No,
you do the high tones. I'll do the low undertones.
I'll do the Frankie Valley.
I'll do the low undertones.
Sherry,
baby.
Yeah, I can't do it. I don't have the vocal stamina for that.
No, you try the low and up.
Sherry, baby. Anyways, yes, we watched Cherry.
Yes.
Starring Tom Holland.
And
what's her name? Emily. No, that was her character's
Blunt.
name.
Her name's Kiara something.
Kiara Bravo. Kiara
Bravo.
Yes.
Did you Google that?
I did Google that. Not just then, but I Googled it before the podcast.
Yeah, bravo.
Yeah, bravo, mate.
Bravo.
Now, this is a new movie.
I'd say it's
a year old, right?
Yeah, it's not hot off the press, but it definitely hasn't passed its use by date in the
pretty
fridge.
fresh. It's pretty fresh.
It's pretty fresh. Not Rotten Tomato speaking. Dap me up. Hi, sound effect.
I love that. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. No.
Scott just gave me the shake of the head. I will not continue that joke. I think it's done.
It's done. It's been overcooked.
Okay.
But very nice, though.
Thank you for telling me.
That's all right.
Sometimes I do overdo it.
I will squeeze your nipples if you do it again.
I don't want that.
But yeah, so this movie actually did catch, I think, both of us by surprise. I didn't see any trailers going into this. I only saw the poster, which I thought was really cool, but unfortunately, it was a little bit of a letdown.
I didn't like it. I had seen a trailer when I was obsessed with looking at Apple TV Plus trailers.
So you've seen the trailer for this?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Okay,
not
yeah.
recently.
And what did you think then when you saw that trailer?
Yeah, it looked all right.
Yeah. I thought that this was going to be like super artsy and interesting and cool, which in some aspects it was, but yeah, it was definitely hanging by the grip of Hollywood, that's for sure. Russo brothers have splashed that Hollywood on it.
Yeah, but they also... I did a bit of digging.
Okay.
I'll throw one trivia point at you.
Yep.
So this is based on a book.
Okay. So that makes sense for the progression of the story.
With chapters.
With the chapter thing.
I did like... I thought that was a cool concept.
That was a good concept.
Wasn't utilised as, it could have been a lot better. Instead, we had it felt like a 40-minute long chapter. What was the doping up chapter? 4?
That went for a very long time.
Yeah.
But we might not to jump ahead too quickly at the start here, but
Slow me down.
that sequence of using the chapters as the structure for the story could have been executed a lot better, probably in another director's hands. I'm talking
fuck off. How would have you done it?
Yeah,
you
mate.
don't know what it's like out there.
Mate, I'm a bloody professional, okay?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just spitting some straight facts here.
Oh, fucking movie critics.
Yeah, you
alright?
know. But
Their
just,
heads are so far stuck up their asses.
Yeah.
They think they know it all.
No,
You think your shit doesn't stink. I can smell it from a mile away.
okay, that was respectable.
Take a sip of water and cut. And we're back.
And
you
we're
should
back.
actually do a cut there.
I will, yeah.
Sorry, what were we saying?
Yeah, so that structure, it could have been executed a lot better. There's one positive that I want to talk about right off the bat, is the color scheme of those shots when it announces the next scene, the next chapter. So it started off with prologue, and the whole cinematic shot was all in red.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah, that was really nice. The red was cool.
Now, this is probably a thing that we're going to continue to talk about for the whole entirety of this podcast,
Yes.
for this episode. They didn't stick with a theme.
No, and that is where my biggest problem is. But I just want to...
Do we want to save that for later? Do you want to dig into that a little bit later? You got some other things you want to jump into first?
We'll dig in just like the soldiers did back in World War One.
Yeah.
We will dig in.
Respectable.
I just want to say that this wasn't written by the Russo brothers.
It wasn't. It was
No.
only directed.
See, that's where I thought this was written by the... Not trying to defend the Russo brothers and say, hey, they're... But
Yeah.
I do like the Russos. And then after this, I was like, oh, man.
We've seen in the past that they can pull off some good writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think that they had writing parts with Winter Soldier and shit
Yes.
like that. So
The whole espionage thing is very cool.
Yeah.
And they can pull that off very well.
so they...
Yeah.
I think they got given a script, which... Biggest red flag to begin with. I checked as well.
Going with the colour scheme here.
So we're sticking with the bloody
It's
theme.
too bloody good,
We're
mate.
sticking with a theme.
Yeah.
I think there was like 5 writers or something, which
On
is
this.
never a good sign.
Too many cooks in the kitchen, man.
I know.
That's the thing. You just need the Russo brothers to do their thing together and just let them have at it.
Yeah.
If you're putting too many minds in there, it becomes like a manufactured pop song.
Yes.
And it doesn't know what it wants to be. It's just a bunch of shit. Sort of thing.
I reckon enough dancing around the golden goose. We'll get to the main meal in a second. But
Yep.
here's another big course that we can stick our teeth into.
Hit me with it, man.
What do you think of their relationship, Tom and Kiara?
Okay. Just going back to the structure of like the chapters and stuff, I thought their relationship was very nice at the start. I was emotionally invested. I thought, it was innocent, it was young, they're in college, whatever. But just when it got into the druggy stuff later,
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't feel that connection between them anymore. And I know that it's part of the story that they're drifting apart, but it just didn't feel like it was heart-wrenching for them to be drifting apart. I didn't feel that.
They felt like crackheads living in the same house. Well,
that's literally what it was.
Not actually lovers anymore.
And just screaming at each other in bathtubs and stuff like that.
Yeah, I didn't really like them to begin with because their initial meeting, not in real life, people. I'm not an expert there.
Oh, yeah.
But I reckon in a movie, the initial meeting for a couple is the most crucial bit.
It's the setup.
Yeah, the setup.
That
And
little spark.
I felt that it was pretty just generic dialogue, like, I'll see you around.
Yeah.
I'll see you around.
Okay,
cool.
yeah.
Also, he just like he never said, out of all this movie with that much exposition, I would have thought that he said, and then I broke up with my girlfriend, that Madison chick.
Yeah.
But anyway, not that it really matters. Who cares?
Yeah, I know.
It wasn't. We didn't need that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we needed that. But it's just funny to think that they gave us that much exposition.
And then just suddenly...
Oh,
sorry. My
Don't
balls
you
just
dare
went
cut
into my
that.
throat and
Don't
just came
you
back
dare
out.
cut that. Keep that in for the listeners to hear.
Oh, dude.
That is a terrible.
My testicles split just then.
Yeah, I don't know. They just kind of weren't connecting on they didn't have that chemistry.
They weren't ooples and banunus.
Why did she also want to just suddenly, as soon as she said she felt feelings for him?
Yeah.
She thinks, okay, I'm gonna leave. I understand because she's
was
afraid, scared
she's,
of love.
Yeah.
That's stupid. What
it's
an
so
idiot.
Dumb.
You know what? Our relationship's finally getting good.
I'm
going to
go to Montreal.
So I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking to you, Scott.
Is this podcast
Our
over?
relationship is finally getting good.
Oh, no.
And I love you. I'm leaving.
Oh.
How do you feel?
I feel so confused.
Yeah, and that's how Tom felt. The poor boy.
Poor Tom.
What? Please.
Yes.
No, I'm going.
Yes.
Another plot hole.
You go!
Another plot hole, I reckon.
Okay.
If you sign up to the army, surely you can unenlist.
Yeah, I don't know how the laws with that go, but surely you can because it's obviously it's your right. But he only signed up as to that enlisting stage. He wasn't actually in training at that point.
Yeah, he didn't even go to training.
When she said, "Oh no, I was only going to go to Montreal because I wanted to get away from you," and he's like, "Oh fuck, I'm doing."
Jeez, what a silly decision! What a stupid decision!
What a stupid
fucking decision.
Yeah, what a dumb decision.
Well, stupid decision.
Yeah, exactly.
Like there's decisions and then there's stupid decisions.
And that was a stupid one.
Yeah.
It was fucking
dumb.
Yeah.
No, it was stupid.
But man, I just feel like your logic would kick in and you'd just be like, no, you know what? I'm going to unenlist now. I'm going to stay and let's get some things on track.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's stupid, and surely you could unenlist.
But then I guess, he has this feeling like, oh, maybe I should just do it because, why the fuck not? It's something different. But that's kind of a stupid reason.
It's stupid. It's not dumb. It's stupid.
You should know by the 21st century that war is a very serious thing and it is a commitment that you put your mind, body and soul into. Not that we have any experience, but from
we've played COD.
We've played enough COD to have enough experience.
We played Modern Warfare 2.
Which is too good, mate.
I'm currently playing Marvel's Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's good. That's got some good experience there.
You've played God of War. You basically know what the meaning of war is after playing that game.
Just too good.
Yeah.
Just too bloody good.
You swing that axe and you scream like Kratos.
Yeah.
All the time.
But put your life in perspective for a second because you're literally going to something that is a completely different world. And yes, there are a lot of positives with it, with camaraderie and friendships and different experiences, but it is a very heavy thing to deal with. This is at the height of the war in the Middle East in this timeline of this story.
Yeah.
So it's very serious.
Which is also why I thought it was such a weird choice to make things unrealistic. Like how the army's drill sergeant just sackwaxed Tom.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't know if...
He just grabbed his nuts. Maybe he had a thing for Tom's nuts and he just wanted to cock and ball torture him.
I counted 2 sack-whacks for Tom in that movie.
Rachel?
And then he got sack-whacked by the drug dealer when he was coming into his house.
Do you reckon that Tom Holland takes it raw? No groin guard. He has a little kink for it.
There's no...
proof against my claim. Is that what you were going to say?
No, I think you're correct. I think he does take it like a champ. He's a stuntman after all. Tom does his own stunts, so surely he would get whacked in the nuts for a movie.
Yeah, if he doesn't, he's not a real actor.
He's not a real stunt person.
He doesn't deserve the Oscars.
Yeah, Tom Cruise would do it.
Tom Cruise would enjoy it. I bet Tom Cruise orders a bunch of dominatrixes to sack whack him at a time, just so that he can feel tougher and more manly. Going, oh, god damn it, yeah.
That's going to be 90% of the
Zenu.
new Top Gun. That's going to be 90% of the new Top Gun movie, man.
Just flying jets into his cock.
All right, hit me with something. What's another
I've got a question for you.
Okay, yeah.
Fourth wall breaking, yay or nay?
Nay, because it didn't happen the whole time.
That's exactly my point.
It just happened at the start, and then for the rest of it, maybe it happened once. But the narration is different to fourth wall breaking, because that's
Also petered off.
It did. That's right. But yeah, if we're going to talk narration, that did sprinkle here and there, but it wasn't consistent. The fourth wall breaking caught me off guard a lot,
Yeah.
especially for a style of. I mean, what is the style of this movie?
I don't know, because it's like it was a train with a few carriages on it. So, okay, I can see that there's a few things attached to this.
There's a lot of different things.
But
yeah.
as soon as you got to the drug part,
Yes.
you get to that station, everything just leaves those little consistencies, like the narration, the fourth wall breaking, the tone.
Yeah.
Went from, it was a bit like comical to also very serious undertones.
Yes.
And
yes.
not undertones, it was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, yeah.
but it had a bit of zest and humor in a little bit. I heard you cackle and have a little,
there was a couple of moments at the
cackle's a
start that I.
stretch. Maybe,
not cackle, just a couple of chuckles here and
couple of chuckles, yeah.
A couple of chuckles.
Not a cackle, but a chuckle.
Just a chuckle.
Just a chuckle.
No, I completely agree with you there, though, dude. It's it's just too much. I need to state what I said to you before going to dinner, because we had a little break between doing this. It's like eating a bag of lollies, and after you've eaten all those lollies, you've had this mad sugar rush and you're on the come down. It's kind of drug related in that sense, in a way, if you put some symbolism to it.
All right,
but
mate, calm down. Jesus Christ.
You need a drink of water and you feel a bit unwell. That's how I feel after the movie. It's just overwhelming. It's too rich, and it's just thrown so much at me that I don't know what to think.
It's like, I've got a metaphor for you. It's like when you've sown your seeds on the grass, and then instead of a tower, it builds a bridge. And what happens is, instead of the water running east, the Teppanyaki, or as it's commonly known as the Inglaciers,
Are you on crack?
pulls in closer. And that is actually how I met your mother.
So, Ben's going to see a therapist next week. No, that's actually
pulled it back. I pulled it back, boys. I pulled it back.
You're fucking getting it right now. I bloody tell you, I'm gonna fuck you.
Keep
up.
it off air. Keep it off air. You're live listening to Butts to Nuts podcast. I'm here talking to Scott Charlesworth.
Hello.
Scott, what did you think of the basic training?
The basic training was a little bit weird and cringe. I didn't like that scene at all. I thought that's when the movie started to dip. There was too many weird chop and change sort of cut shots. I thought that when Tom Holland... Oh no, that's skipping to the war bit. I'm getting parts confused here.
I didn't know any of the characters' names either.
So
What was Tom Holland's character?
Cherry, he was Cherry.
No, but that wasn't his actual name, was it?
That's what it says on the Google.
Oh,
The Google machine told me his name was Cherry.
Well, his name was like Rob Lowe.
I don't think he ever got a name like...
I reckon he's like a Rob Lowe.
He's a bit of a Rob Lowe.
He's a bit of a Rob Lowe.
Yeah, going into buildings and saving people from fires.
A bit of a Rob Lowe.
Oh, God, I love Rob.
Hello, I'm Rob Lowe. Oh.
That's a perfect impression of Rob Lowe, by the way. You're just spot on.
The aspect ratio was also just stupid.
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing. They were trying to be too artsy-fartsy.
It's like they were
had a
trying to be an A24 movie, and then they were like, let's pick all of these crazy shots from all these movies, stuff them into one, and then just let the Russos just put some Marvel magic on it.
That is perfect.
Yes.
And I want to read my thing. I wrote a point. At the start, the Russos... chirp in. At the start, the Russos used all these artsy-fartsy shots.
Yep.
Agree?
Yes, agree.
Like changing the aspect ratio and making it in black and white with the ecstasy. Agree?
I liked that
That was
scene.
nice, yeah,
that
that
was
was nice.
very artistic and cool, because it was kind of like inverted black and white too.
Yet, they threw so many shots at us randomly, it felt like a showcase of how to utilize these shots in a movie, not actually a movie.
Yeah.
It's like,
Exactly.
Okay, come here. This is the shots that you can use. Oh, that's nice. But this isn't a movie.
So basically they made this for a film school to show off what you can do in cinema.
Yeah.
But then it's like, here's how to do it, but not actually do it good.
Yeah, it was weird.
Oh man. See, that's the thing. We can go on and on about this, but if they just stuck to a style, I reckon if like the whole thing had a tinge of red to it, kept that cherryness, bring out that aspect of it, that darkness, and keep that flowing.
Keep
None
it
of
a
this-
dark cherry.
Dark
Cherries
cherry.
are dark red.
Yes, they're rosy and rich.
They're so rich.
Oh, they just melt in
Aye.
your mouth.
I'm Rob Lowe. I've got a... The army shit being treated as a joke gave the PTSD less impact because he was suffering from something that we saw as goofy and horrifying.
Yes, we didn't know what to think and feel. You know, okay, there were some good parts in that military part when, you know, he was running across the battlefield and it was the bird's eye view shot of him sprinting and he was like Arnie in Running Man.
Yeah.
That was a nice shot, but then...
I didn't expect him to be scared, kind of. He kind of was like Peter Parker in that scene. I felt
Yeah.
like... What, for the rest of the movie, he wasn't. But, I don't know. He just kind of felt like his character wouldn't be that scared, I thought.
I don't know, man. I feel like they didn't know how to guide Tom as well, because he is a good actor.
Yeah, he's definitely not the problem here.
And he was like smashing out the scenes in this, like he was crying non-stop.
He was shoving needles in his feet.
But
And
the
his
thing
hair.
is, though, if you can't feel the impact of that because of the flow of the stories wrecking his character, then you're not actually going to react, and all of this good acting is going to waste.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what?
That's a great point.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Good on you, bro.
Thanks, man. I feel like an established movie critic right now.
His head's getting pulled out of his ass
Yeah.
and he's becoming verified.
Oh, that's
Rotten
right.
Tomatoes, here
Here we
go.
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 All right. Okay, I want to make another downer point sort of thing, something that's not very nice, which is the soundtrack. Thought it was quite boring and unmemorable.
And just slap songs in random spots.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Which didn't add any emphasis or didn't relate to the scene.
That's right.
Let's chuck licensed music here.
Yeah.
Once again, it just felt like an editing school and this is what you can do. Now go make your actual project.
That's right. Oh man, honestly, I just think that they should have gotten someone to score this with a bit of like kind of modernish synthy soundtrack sort of music. There's like some nice
Nightcore.
no, not nightcore. Not nightcore.
I reckon a mix between Nightcore
An Irish jig.
and 60s blues.
Oh yes.
Nightcore and 60s blues.
You've hit the nail
with a
on the
bit
head
of
here.
Irish jig, and maybe get the singer from the Cranberries.
Oh yeah.
Singer from the Cranberries.
Zombie.
Who's the drummer from Foo Fighters? Who always wears the hat backwards?
Taylor.
We get Taylor.
Hawkins.
And we'll get one of the backup dancers in Blink 182's really cringy video where they dab.
Oh yes. I don't even
Living
know.
on a prayer. We get them, put them in a room, Nightcore, 60s blues, and the Cranberries lady can sing. She's not Irish, is she?
Rest in peace, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she passed away a few years ago.
God damn, rest in peace.
I don't want to bring this down, but I just had to say something just in case you didn't know, which you don't know. Sorry, it's not something to laugh about. But
Tom Holland jacks off.
he does in a Portaloo.
How'd you feel about that?
I felt uncomfortable.
It was a weird scene.
Now, like, I get it. The first... I don't know. You have to show it because, like, you know, he's like, oh, man, he's missing his girl. I mean, you don't have to, but...
You have to. It's an essential to any army movie.
But why
That's why
did it go
13
so long? Like,
Yeah.
he was just there for the majority of his jack sesh. And then just... Oh, man, I don't even know. It's...
With my group chats with the boys, we always send random videos out of context.
Yeah.
And because you can get Apple TV on your phone, I think I'm going to screen record that, see how long it actually goes for. And next time, like, one of my mates says, oh, yeah, do you want to come to, like, I don't know, the shops and watch Batman for the second time?
Yeah.
I'll just send that back. Just Tom Holland janking off. And all right, I'm as excited as Tom.
Oh, my God.
Plan
You're
or
an
plan?
artistic genius, man.
I think that's a plan.
You're just so good. You got anything to hit me with?
The robot dance was stupid.
It was pretty
you've
cringe.
got
Like a
a
counter.
defense, yeah.
Okay, all right. So I'm not defending the execution of it because I thought that was pretty cringe, but the whole purpose of that robot dance, because he was saying that he was feeling like a robot in the army, and that was like an image of his mind. I feel like that's what they were trying to get at.
Yeah,
I don't think that was legit. Like the military officer or the drill sergeant went, do the robot in front of everyone. That would be stupid. If you think about it, that would be stupid, bro.
Yeah, I know, but that further... Also, they just made the whole drill sergeants goofy as shit anyway.
Yeah, they didn't feel menacing at all.
Yeah, they just felt stupid and annoying. I think that doing the robot is just a terrible, terrible mistake, because once again, takes away from the end when he's got PTSD and he's doing the drugs. Well, I can't feel as sorry for you.
It's trying to... That scene was trying to be theatrical. I saw it as, okay, you're trying to do something that you would do on a stage or in a movie that is trying to mimic that stage sort of atmosphere. But yeah, it doesn't work when you're not sticking to it, like we keep saying.
Yeah, it's all over the shop. What did you think of the robberies?
I thought they were pretty underwhelming.
Yeah.
You know what? I think the robberies could have been a really nice touch to the movie if they went the whole junkie route and just skipped the first bit.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not saying that would make it a better movie, but if they delved into that more... I watched The Town today, by the way.
Oh, did you?
I did. So I'm kind of in that robbery sort of mindset.
Shit.
And I was thinking about some other movies that I've watched.
Give us a live Tucker reaction. What do you compare the two?
The two types of robberies?
Yeah, what's good about Town and what's shit about Sherry?
Well, the robberies are just so much more they're executed so much better in The Town, obviously because they're professionals, but in this, yes, Tom is a junkie and he's acting erratically, but you can at least cover up your fucking face.
Yeah, how did he not get caught for that
That's
long?
so stupid. The FBI would be on you from the first bank you rob. That's ridiculously incorrect.
No, it's 2005.
No, it's 2005. No one was getting any... Dude, the Town came out in like fucking 2005, didn't it? It was around then. That's when that movie came out.
No, The Town was a bit later than that.
Well,
I
there
think Town
have
was
been
2001.
movies like Heat that have come out as well, and that was like way earlier.
Yeah,
This has happened before.
Surveillance has been... They would see
Surveillance
that.
is a thing.
He looked in the middle of the camera and he was on... Well, he was on at least one article.
Yeah.
And they said, what was it, Kiara was like, do you reckon they'll notice you?
No. You better stay quiet for a couple of days. As if they're not going to raid your house and then find all the drugs and you go to prison for ages.
Not dumb.
Stupid.
Stupid.
See, there's flawed logic in this because they were too concerned at making it look pretty. Oh, I feel like I've just absolutely unleashed today.
I love it.
Thanks.
All I'll say extra, I don't have too much to say.
Yeah?
The end scene as well, less impact because I didn't feel much for their relationship. For you, it was killed in the drug scene. For me, it was never there. So
Yep.
Actually, Tom Holland with a moustache. I just laughed as soon as we saw that. That is the most goofy shit. That basically sums up this movie. Tom Holland with a moustache. It just doesn't look right.
Yeah.
This movie just doesn't feel right.
Dude, you know what I thought when he was the prison montage at the end? I thought it was so funny because it's like, oh yeah, he's finally getting jacked again because he's getting prepared for No Way Home.
Yeah,
and his hair's growing out into Peter Parker.
Yeah,
hair.
exact same. Because this was filmed over 4 months, so I presume as soon as he did that, he probably jumped into.
So
no, the time wouldn't have aligned. But he was getting prepped for No Way Home.
So he had to shave his head and then do all those shaved head scenes.
Oh, no.
And then later, his hair would grow out, right?
Or
they do
it was shot after Far From Home. Because it was totally Peter Parker hair.
It was.
So maybe he came straight from Far From Home.
And he did that one scene, like that one shot.
Scene.
And then
he got his hair cut to the nerdy kind of style. And then he did all his shaved head scenes.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do sometimes.
Yeah.
Or unless he did shaved head first and then over time grew his hair out.
Yes.
Not sure.
I have a positive to say about the movie.
Yes.
So, Kiara Bravo, I thought there was one scene that really did kind of bring some points back for me. Was when she just let loose in the bathroom and started screaming at Tom like at the top of her lungs.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
I thought like that manic sort of state, that brought back not a whole point, but just like it brought back a little bit of flair that I wish was there. for the whole thing. But I'm happy that was there, and I'm proud that she could bring that to the performance of the movie.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I'm just a proud father.
I'm happy that Tom fought in Iraq and jacked off in many Portaloos, just to come back and have her shit thrown at his face.
Oh my god, dude, that was rank. That was so fucked.
So hot, so rank,
so hot.
Tom Cruise would like it. Zenu. Zenu?
Stop. Scientology will come after us. Well, no, we're going to cut that bit.
No,
no,
keep
me.
that.
We're going to cut me.
Keep what?
No, don't even worry.
Don't cut it.
I'm scared.
No, fuck him. Who gives a shit? What, Scientology won't care that I'm saying Zenu? Keep it. Keep it. We're stronger than that, Scott.
Okay. You're going to have to hold my hand.
Also, the Russo cameo was great.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I think he could play. He should have been more in the movie playing that bar character, the bar owner.
Yeah, best character.
Best character of the movie. What are you talking about?
All right. I'm done for points.
All right. Okay. So maybe I'll just unleash one more thing on you. Why don't I? Now, let me just have a little look through here.
A guy threw himself out of the car who was...
That was pretty brutal.
Even though he went to the army, I would have thought that we would have seen him in Iraq. Could have brought some more flair back to the past thing.
Yeah.
But instead...
That whole thing of him...
It's just stupid. We didn't...
You know what? It would have made more sense if he went and he was the friend that got killed.
Yeah.
Instead of this random new character that we met. He seemed cool, but... What do you mean? Like, we haven't had enough time to establish motion.
Yeah, or if it was him and the friend who went, and then they made friends with that guy, and even if they still wanted that guy to die, you can kill him off, who cares? And then they come back and they're both dealing with it, and then his friend kills himself. Like,
yeah. This is heavy stuff to talk about. Obviously, I'll say, like, trigger warning, because... there is some suicidal themes in this movie.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Especially in, like, the military barracks when, we have the attempt and stuff from one of, like, a random backdrop sort of character.
Oh, yeah.
But, that would have made it more emotionally investing.
Yeah, it's pretty weird to say, then this guy should have...
done whatever.
Yeah.
But no, it's true, though, because...
it didn't have that.
It didn't have that sort of edge.
I don't want to say authentic, but it didn't feel powerful.
Yes.
Yeah, it didn't have impact. Didn't have impact, psychological impact. It was just a thing.
Okay. Before you get onto some trivia, I'll just make a quick point about the gore. I liked the gore. I thought that was pretty realistic and gritty.
Those bodies... cooked medium rare.
That was fucked, man.
No, they were well done.
They were beyond well done. They were overcooked.
And a couple of those scenes in the dark where those people were when he was having flashbacks were not too bad as well.
Yeah, they were pretty.
His
pretty
PTSD was depicted alright, but
it could have been done way better.
Also, actually, in the doctor's clinic,
yes,
when the doctor's talking to him, and then it's just a still shot of his head, and he's not speaking for like a second, and then it cuts back to Tom. I don't know. There's just lots of odd, weird shots like that. And then it'd cut back to him saying, but, and then it quickly cut off. I don't know. Weird.
Yeah.
Weird cuts and transitions.
I've seen movies do that before where they have like a super quick cut that's in between something, but it's for a reason, a purpose.
Yeah.
I mean, that was for a purpose, but, we were just rambling on about the same thing as not keeping in line with a theme.
And do you want to do the theme song for the trivia?
Yeah.
Trivia. Nice theme song, Scott.
Oh, thanks.
The film... Oh, yeah, so that's based on a novel. The banks robbed in this film have stationary marketing graphics like The Bank, Shitty Bank, and Bank Fucks America. Obviously, you noticed that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to mention that again. I also enjoyed that.
That is pretty witty and fun, but yeah.
I don't get how this works, but real needles were used in the drug scenes.
What?
I thought they would...
Wouldn't they be those needles that, like, compress on themselves?
Yeah, the bendy ones.
What?
I think that's fake.
Why would they use real needles?
That's got to be fake tribute, surely.
That can't be real. That can't be real.
That's stupid. That's fucked.
Unless they just Oh, no. You know what? Okay, yeah, another warning sort of here. Like, heroin is a big deal. When Tom Holland was shooting up at the end of the movie and he's like shooting up into his foot. He had his hand covering the needle and he didn't actually inject. And then he like his facial expressions showed the feeling of the heroin after his hand was out of the shot.
Yeah,
so they used real needles, but they didn't.
Well, what
actually
about
do
the times
anything.
when they stuck it in? You saw it go in.
Now that's the thing, that they probably would have only pressed it on the skin and then they cut.
Yeah.
So they didn't actually go further than that. But I feel like maybe they would have pierced.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. If it was a real needle, which is insane.
They actually had only one needle on set and all used the same one.
Well,
That's fake.
That can't be real.
No, that's me making that up. That's me being stupid. That's me being a bit goofy.
You're as silly as the movie, you little bottom.
Tom Holland's lost 30 pounds.
I thought he lost some weight for this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's around 60 stone.
Yeah.
And gained it back within a short period of time. That's all I have to say.
He's just as good as Tom Cruise, but
Fly that jet straight into my ass.
Maverick.
Scores. You want to go first?
Yeah, sure. All right, I'm just gonna whip it out I'll whip my.
Dick on Tom.
No, I was more gonna say like whip my cheeks.
On Tom. Go.
5 out of 5. No, not
5
5 out of 5.
out of and
5.
me 2 out of 10.
Oh, 5 nuggets out of 10 nuggets. Oh, fuck me.
This is the end of the episode. Thank you for listening to the Butts to Nuts podcast.
If you enjoyed the podcast and want to support us, you can do any number of these 3 things.
Number 1.
Tell a friend, a family member, or even a random person off the street to listen to our podcast.
Number 2.
Leave a review. The higher the better.
Number 3.
Follow and support us on our social media platforms, being Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, all with the usernames Butts to Nuts.
Again, thank you for listening. See you next week.